Yeah, it was amazing getting just the opportunity to have a challenge to possibly win a spot or two for a member of the Outcast tribe to come back into the game. Having been voted in by that tribe meant a lot to me. And every day I really relished because it was one day more that I was given as an opportunity to continue on in the game. Definitely learned a lot in the first 9 or 12 or whatever days that I was out here and had a lot of time to think. Came back into the game, did very well strategically, paired up with John. It did get down to a point in the game where I knew that if I didn't win immunity, or John and I both knew, we had to pull a lot of strings to keep going. And, every odd number, tribal councils, it's a tough one. And I was really shooting for immunity. Impossible in this case for me to win, just due to the nature of it. But I expected it tonight. The girls were acting funny. Lil broke every trust alliance thing she had promised. So I knew that I was probably going to be going just from the vibe around camp. But you know what? I went out fifth place this time. Prior to this, it was 13th or something like that. So all said and done, quite an improvement, and very proud of what I've done here. I tell you, at the beginning of the game, you're thrown into everything so quickly. You don't have a lot of time to make decisions that could affect later in the game. A lot of it is by chance, who you end up pairing with versus actually thinking about and forming an alliance with, what tribe you're in. You don't choose that. Second time around, I was much more careful in my thinking. Um, Tried to think everything through as far as possible and backtrack to make decisions. And having known the people prior, was able to do so more completely. The beginning of the game, a lot of it's just luck. Nothing really eye-opening for me in terms of myself. I mean, I've been through tougher situations. I've been through more physically demanding situations. Um, it is amazing to me how lazy some people can be and how little work some people do, and the fact that they actually do ride the coattails of others. I'm used to competitions where if you don't do the work, if you don't push hard, you're out. This is a strategy game where, I mean, three of the top four, the girls, have no strategy or have had no strategy up in the last few days. They have gotten this far in the game. They don't contribute. Well, Lil contributes a lot to camp. Dara doesn't do a lot. So it's a very different situation than what I'm used to. But the game, it gets boring at times. You fight boredom. There's only so much you can do, and you don't eat very much. So those are the two biggest things. But emotionally, physically, mentally, didn't push me to or past my limits that I've been before. I knew coming into the game I was going to try to play down how I am as a leader, how I am as physical threat, how I am as a mental threat. Um, you can't really do that in a game that lasts so long. Temporarily, maybe, but in a game this long, you can't hide a physical threat. You can't hide leadership abilities. And I knew coming into it, it would be a matter of time until people put all the pieces of the puzzle together and said, we've got to get Burton out. I assume that's why I'm out now. It's part of the reason why I was out before, but other reasons also. Um, but I am who I am, and it works well for me. I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. And in a lot of ways in this game, who I am is a disadvantage. So, all things considered, I'm very proud with how I did.